All right, Rebecca. So tell me, where were you at before you started with us here at Guzzo Fitness?
Ooh, that's gonna make me cry. Um, I was on the couch, depressed, 20 pounds overweight, and absolutely zero motivation. Um, I didn't have anyone to motivate me. I had to do it myself. So I had to pick myself up from that dark place and get to where I am now.
Mm. And you said that you were in a dark place and you were kind of, you were not in a good place as far as your weight goes. What was frustrating?
No,
Yeah, yeah, and which is why we're here, right?
yeah, yeah.
Many months later, but what was frustrating you the most at that point, when you were in that position?
Climbing up the second floor of my home
Mm.
and not being able to spend more than an hour playing with my grandkids because I was so out of shape, out of breath that I couldn't keep up with them. And it was sad, it was frustrating, and it's something I desperately wanted to change. I want
Mm.
to live long enough to sit on that plasma car with my grandson as long as I can.
Love it. Yeah, just like the videos in the group.
Yes.
You are a daredevil and you inspire me
Yeah.
in the group. So,
But
um, so wow, and that's something that I don't think a lot of people would even think about. Um, walking up the flights of steps and being able to
yeah.
so much time. I think some people also think the opposite. They're like, well, I'm at this age in my life. This is just the way that it is. And
No, it's not.
yeah, and if you don't mind, how many years young are you?
I'm 60.
60 and still
Yeah.
making. So,
Still making it happen.
right. And so what made you like what was the deal breaker where you were finally like, I need to finally make this change. I can't keep going like this. Was there a moment for you, or was there an experience that you had?
Yes, well, I was spending time with my grandkids and my granddaughter wanted to continue doing stuff.
Mhm.
And I just didn't have the breath in me to do it. Those extra 20 pounds really do make a difference. It broke my heart to see her cry because I couldn't be there for her physically. So that really, kind of kicked my butt to start. And this is what happened. That day is when I saw your video.
It's
And I
like
said, I said, you know, this is God telling me, hey, here it is. You got to get up your big butt and do something about it. But,
you got off the
and it was
couch. You're
big.
like, it's time.
You saw
Well,
that picture.
we've seen the picture. I've shared the picture, and
Yeah.
there's a big change. There's a big difference,
Yeah.
and now, like I said, you're sharing the videos in the group with your granddaughter on that little motorbike going through the house
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I guess, were you nervous at all? Like, were you nervous about joining? I mean, because obviously, like, you had that moment, and then you saw my video, so maybe you weren't nervous. Were you at all, or were you just like,
No,
let's just do
absolutely not. I was excited that this is going to help me change my life. You
this?
know, um, Tyler, I'm going to say something and I hope it's not offensive to anyone,
Let it
but
out. Let it out.
at my cousin's funeral,
Mm,
it's going to sound terrible. I don't have one single healthy relative,
mm.
not one. I wish I could say I was exaggerating, but I don't want to be like that. I was excited just to lose those first 5 pounds the first month I was on this program, you know. And I thank you and I thank Erica for
Yes.
always reaching out, always. I know you guys are busy and can't answer right away, but I never went unanswered. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So I was never nervous. I think I was more excited, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I would say you've definitely, it seems that way since you started. Like, even your why
mm,
video was like very well put together. Even like when you started off, like, you've always been very active in the group chat on the videos, like in the group, you're always contributing, sharing different things. Like, even, and again, sorry for your loss, but even the loss of your family, you were
yeah.
open about that inside the group chat. And we're like, hey, this happened. And then when we talked about it, you were kind of you didn't mention that, what you just said right there, but you just said, hey, you know what? We've all got choices. And you kind of mentioned that this is something that helped you even stay more convicted on your journey because you're like, I don't want to end up like that. And here we are. And so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I know I appreciate you being open and honest, and that's
yeah.
the way to be. So, what do you think has helped you the most since we've started this journey? I know you kind of mentioned me and Erica, but anything else that we've done that has helped you, get to the point where we're at now, where you're feeling better, you're spending more time with your grandkids, not having to stop after an hour. You've lost a fair amount of weight, and you're doing really good. What do you think has helped you, or we've done, I guess, that has helped you the most?
Well, you know, Tyler, I've had personal trainers before. In
Mhm.
fact, one of
Yeah.
them just left my house. He came to visit me with his children,
Oh wow.
and
Okay.
he said he was so proud of me that I've lost so much weight. And coming from someone who does this for a living, I thought that was
Right.
a great compliment. And
Was this your last one? The one that the big buff guy?
no, no, no. This one was 5 years before him.
Okay.
And um I'll tell you, I had one in Colorado and two here. Great trainers, absolutely great. And they've helped me achieve my goals when I needed them. But what they don't offer are the meal plans that you offer every
Mm,
week. I don't know. I didn't know what proteins were good for you. I didn't know what carbs were good for you. I didn't know what fats were good for you.
right.
But I love seeing your menus. I
Yeah.
think they're great and they are delicious.
Yes.
That has helped me the most is the food, because not everyone knows how to eat. I don't want to say I'm on a diet. I don't want to say I'm eating clean. I just want to say this is how I should be eating,
Mm,
and you give me those menus. And that's
right.
helped with weight loss. That's helped with
Yes.
muscle gain. I don't
Yeah.
know, did I send you the picture of the muscles on my leg?
You have not show you're gonna have to send that after this because I've not seen.
Okay. So I wasn't able to work my upper body because of my wrist. So I
Yep.
worked on my legs, and I've got I got some pretty good legs right now.
Hey, that's a like come on now. Let's go.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
it's
having
that
muscular legs.
yeah, it's that protein intake. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know protein made your muscles grow. So all those all those, files that you send with the menus, man, ladies, if you're listening, follow that menu. And
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, yes, we have a
Yeah,
couple of gentlemen in the group. There are a couple.
yeah,
But I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad because that's like one of the things that I repeat again and again and again when people come to me looking for help. It's like I'm working out and I'm doing this and doing that. Well, it's like if you're not doing the nutrition part, you're literally missing out on one of the biggest pieces, whether it comes to building muscle or losing fat. If you don't have
yeah,
it dialed in, you're putting forth a lot of energy and effort, but you're not going to get the kind of results that you
the
can.
result.
And that's kind of what you and I had talked about on the first chat too. But I think at the end
Yes,
of the day, you've done really well, and I'm glad to hear that you feel like it's helped you a lot, and the results are showing. So yeah, I definitely
yes.
see that picture. But what's something positive that's happened that you weren't expecting? That's an interesting question.
Something positive. Wow. I got new clothes because the other ones didn't fit anymore.
Hey, nothing. That's a good problem to have. Clothes don't fit anymore.
Yeah. Um, just the energy,
Yep.
Tyler, the energy is through the roof. You know, I'm surprised that sometimes I wake up at 6 and don't go to bed till 11, and I've
Mm,
never had that energy without taking a nap or having 4 cups of coffee.
yes.
Um,
Yes.
just the energy, the mental clarity, those are two big of the positives for me.
I love it. Rebecca, you
Yeah.
rock. Rock. So you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but how do you feel differently? You mentioned the energy and the endurance and things like that, but how do you feel differently today than you did previously? And I guess what advice would you give Rebecca from before you started, as the person you are today?
Oh my God, motivate yourself because no one else is going to do it. You
Right.
know, you need to be your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader, whatever, because no one is going to love you and take care of you like yourself.
That's such that's
Take
such
care
good.
of yourself first, and then you can take care of anyone after that.
Yes.
So,
So if someone was watching this right now and felt the same way you felt before the program, what would you tell them? If they're a little bit nervous, they've seen kind of the results, but they're like, I don't know, they're a little bit afraid to take action, maybe take a chance on the program. What advice should you give them?
well, first of all, fear is for the weak. Be strong.
I love that. Leave to
Fear
Rebecca.
is for the weak.
Boom.
Invest in yourself. This
Yeah,
isn't just, monthly payment. This is an investment in your health. This is an
yeah.
investment for your longevity. You are going to your skin is going to look so much better. Your clothes are going to fit so much better, and you are going to feel better about yourself. Invest in yourself. There's nothing wrong with investing in your health, in your longevity. I wish everyone would do it. I wish it was mandatory, to be honest with you,
Right,
because it's just, it's so worth it.
right.
I'm so grateful that you came around on, I think it was my Instagram,
Yes.
and I said, this is it. This is my cue that I need to get off my big butt. Show them the picture of my big butt. I want them to see that this program does work, and you guys don't let off on, reaching out. It's like you
Right.
guys reach out at the right moment. Like there's times where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do anything. And Erica comes up with this Mimi. It's like, you don't want to do it, but make yourself do it and you're gonna appreciate it later on. And it's never failed. You guys come at the right time all the time.
We can sense it, Rebecca. We're like, Rebecca
Yes,
needs a little bit of
yes.
a push here. She got to get
Yeah.
the big butt moving. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Well, I no, I'm very happy for you, Rebecca, and I think that like
Thank you.
all these things that you talked about, it's really cool to see the change, and I'm glad that we connected and we made this happen. There's more results.
Yeah.
But no, if you're somebody that's watching this and you want to learn more about what we do and you're interested in getting some help, then just type down below help and we'll reach out and see if this would be a good fit. But Rebecca, thank you for your time and everybody for
Yeah, of
watching.
course.
Thank you for your time as well.
Hey, let me tell you, if you join and you don't have someone to encourage you or someone to cheer for you, I will cheer for you.
I love that.
I
No,
will be here for our newcomers, our old comers. You need some cheering, I will send it your way. I will be happy for your accomplishment. So,
you're a true cheerleader. Yeah, I would say you are one of the most active in the chat and very motivating. And you say
yes,
it is, which I love. And well, thank you for that. And yes, 100%, guys. We're here for you. Rebecca's here for you. If you need help, just drop help down below and we'll reach out. All right. Thank you so much. And
you're welcome.
absolutely.